Ladies and gentlemen, the 10th Convocation of our university, Assam Bosco University, Guwahati, is about to start. This much-awaited convocation, being held in a virtual manner online, has generated tremendous interest with a worldwide audience. You are most welcome. As at every seminal event in the life of our university, we devote the very first privileged moments to raise our minds to God, our origin and our destiny, our Father and our Mother, our hope and our solace, our strength and our comfort.
Almighty and ever-living God, we acknowledge you as the creator of the universe and of each one of us present in this august assembly. In unison, in one grateful voice, we praise you and we worship you. We implore you to bless all our graduating students, anoint them as messengers of truth and wisdom, as harbingers of peace and love, as heralds of hope and joy, as citizens of our great country committed to fraternity, liberty, and integrity, as instruments of change and transformation wherever they go. We humbly entreat you to bless His Excellency Professor Jagdish Mukhi, our Governor and visitor to our university, Father Januaris Sangma, our Chancellor, Father Stephen Mavely, our Vice-Chancellor, the members of our governing body, the Board of Management and the Academic Council, all members of our faculty and staff, all our students and their parents, and all our well-wishers and benefactors. O God, our Father and our Mother, bless our university, guide its growth as an institution of excellence, as a catalyst of change and transformation for your children of Northeast India and beyond. We thank you, ever-provident and generous Father, for the organizations, the foundations, and the individuals who generously support our university. Bless them abundantly for their solicitous concern and goodness. And above all, lead us, O God, from falsehood to truth, from darkness to light, from death to immortality.
Ever since we announced this virtual convocation, we have felt a tremendous sense of anticipation in the air. The graduates of 2021, the class of 2021, are waiting with bated breath for this event to unfold, and unfold we shall shortly. Many of you and your parents have contacted us asking for this convocation to be held on campus, to have the touch, the feel, the atmosphere, the joys of camaraderie, the human interface. You want to have that feeling of our fresh air on your cheeks, walking through the familiar hallways and classrooms and laboratories, sprawling on the lawns and the grassy slopes, sniffing the lovely fragrance of fresh-mown grass, taking a lap on the grounds and walkways, trekking endlessly along the green tea bushes, lapping in the joy and the mirth in ADBU Cafe, the song and the dance, the sound of laughter and of fun, the excitement of sensing the presence of wild elephants on campus, the longing to get close and the fear of getting too close. You get what I am trying to say, I am sure. Well, let me attempt to do just that and take you the closest we can to the reality of being here. Soak in the sights and the sounds and the smells of life at Don Bosco University through this short presentation. Reach out and touch if you can.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the 10th Convocation of Assam Don Bosco University. I have the pleasure of requesting Father Januarius Sakma, the Provincial Superior of the Salesians of Don Bosco and the ex officio Chancellor of the University, to declare the 10th Convocation of Assam Don Bosco University open.
Ladies and gentlemen, with great pleasure, I declare the 10th Convocation of Assam Don Bosco University open.
I now request the Vice Chancellor, Father Dr. Stephen Maveli, to deliver the welcome address and present his report on the university.
Good evening, everyone, and a hearty welcome to the 10th Convocation of our university, Assam Don Bosco University. It is indeed a pleasure for me to welcome you this evening to this novel way of conducting our convocation as a webcast over a YouTube channel. But despite the novelty of it all, it gives me immense pleasure to see that we have reached this stage in an academic year that has been plagued by the pandemic. Welcome to the university, welcome to Don Bosco University. It's a huge worldwide audience that we have this year for our convocation, unlike in other years when we held the convocation on campus. But it also gives you the added advantage that you are able to participate in this convocation in the intimacy of your families with your near and dear ones enjoying this convocation process. Let me welcome you once again to our convocation. Let me add a few words of very special welcome to our graduates from our Center for Online and Distance Education, ADBU Global. We have nearly 400 of you graduating this year from 45 countries or so. Unlike other years, when a few of your representatives would come over to participate in the convocation, this year, all of you can again, with your near and dear ones, as I said before, can participate in this convocation. So welcome to all of you. Let me continue these few words of welcome by extending my personal gratefulness and that of our university to our visitor and our governor, Professor Jagdish Mukhi, who most graciously agreed to share a recorded message, a message of hope with our graduating students this evening. You will be listening to his recorded message a little later during these proceedings. We stand indebted to you, sir, for your willingness to be associated with our university on so many important occasions in the life of the university. And we do look forward to welcoming you to our campus and interacting with you to listen to your words of advice arising out of your many, many years of public life and academic life. My dear graduates of 2021, what message shall I share with you this evening? Well, let me make it in the nature of a very short reflection. Right at the beginning of the pandemic, when our lives started falling apart, there is one resolve, one mantra that we all here at the university arrived at. And it was this, that whatever happens to the world around us and to us, it is you, our students, who must come out winners. More than anyone else whose lives were thrown into disarray by the pandemic, it is you we focused upon. You have to get on with your lives, we told ourselves. You could not afford to be frozen in time for a year or two, to be thawed back into life after that year or two lost in the midst of the pandemic. With that guiding beacon that you, our students, must come out winners, all the rest fell into place. The online classes, the assignments, the personal chats, the mock examinations, mentors available to you almost 24 hours a day, and finally, the fully online, personalized, individualized examinations that we held, with a mentor standing by to help, and even the rescheduling of examinations when the internet failed you. That story is too long to go into now. But there you are now at the other end of this camera, beaming with joy that you have arrived at this milestone in your life, a very important milestone for practically every one of you. And so you are joyful, and that joy is very well deserved. Go out this evening and celebrate. Go out and celebrate with your family and friends. Congratulations. In June last year, with the pandemic tightening its grip over the length and breadth of our land, in fact, pretty much of the world, I proposed a theme for our academic year 2020-2021 for us at Don Bosco University. And it went like this: searching for meaning in the bits and pieces of life. Deep down, I felt that the search for meaning and a right attitude were the most potent tools that we had in hand to face that continuously evolving scenario over which we had no control. The rest of the world had no control too. The scramble for meaning, the search for some philosophical, religious, psychological, and spiritual underpinnings that could sustain us through it all started right in earnest. That search was made all the more complex by all sorts of confusion and facile solutions put out by quacks of all types: political, religious, scientific, fundamentalists, doomsday prophets, and the like. In fact, the experts, or the so-called experts, they said, it's a virus. It is from the wild. No, it's from the labs. No, it's from China, England, India, South Africa, Brazil, Peru, Vietnam. It's a variant of the flu. It's airborne. No, it is in the droplets. It's a small outbreak confined to those Asians with filthy, despicable eating habits. No, it is spreading like wildfire. It's a pandemic. Shut things down, lock down, mask up, shut up, listen to the big brother. And so the chatter went. When I proposed a continuing search for meaning in the bits and pieces of life as a new way of life, I must confess that I did not realize then that the phrase bits and pieces of life would have such wide-ranging ramifications for virtually every sphere of life. Since then, I have participated in umpteen number of webinars and seminars and workshops, each trying to deal with this enormous task of finding meaning, purpose, and a way forward. Making some interventions in some of those events, it struck me that whenever I mentioned this theme in some context or another, it instantly attracted attention. Many began to see it as a powerful image to represent the fragmented lives that they themselves were experiencing. They also began to touch base with a much deeper realization. The search for meaning had to begin right within the experience of a world and life that suddenly seemed so very disjointed. Against this backdrop, my dear graduates of 2021, what shall I wish for you today? Well, in the first place, I wish you hope, an abiding sense of hope that all things will be well, that all manner of things will be well. Right from its inception, our university has been a journey in hope. We still journey on in hope. Hope springs eternal in the human breast. Alexander Pope wrote that years ago. It's as valid today as then. I wish you a hope that will propel you to walk on with changed perceptions, changed expectations, and changed self. In the second place, I wish you resilience. There are record levels of anxiety and loneliness around the world today. Some of you must be experiencing it yourselves. The events of the past 2 years have shaken us and changed the tenor of our lives. Times such as these keep testing our strength, our resolve, our peace of mind, in short, our resilience. And when you do find that niche of your own, embrace it with all the passion at your command. The motto emblazoned on our coat of arms of the university says, Carpe diem, seize the day. Yes, embrace every opportunity as you go along, just as I said a while ago, with all the passion at your command. hope, resilience, a restless soul searching for meaning, and a passionate involvement in what you do. That's my wish for you today. May God bless every one of you. May God bless our country. Indeed, may God bless us all. Thank you.
May I request the Chancellor, Father Januarius Sakma, to deliver his exhortation to the graduates of 2021.
Your Excellency, Sri Jagdish Mukhi, Governor of Assam, Dr. Stephen Mabeli, Vice Chancellor, Assam Don Bosco University, our honored guests and dignitaries, professors, lecturers, and faculty members, my dear students and ladies and gentlemen. It is my great honor and privilege to be with you today and celebrate, my dear young scholars, the day of your achievement. I convey to you my sincere and hearty congratulations on your success. With the academic degree that you have earned today, you have reached the threshold of an exciting and fulfilling career in life. I offer you my prayers, my blessings, and best wishes for a bright future. Today you have excelled because yesterday you toiled and worked relentlessly, despite hurdles and challenges you face along the road. Let these be your forte lifelong. Recently, I came across an inspiring and motivating statement from the writings of B.B. King, an American songwriter, where he said that the beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it away from you. While studying at Assam Don Bosco University, I sincerely hope that you have learned to be better, more humane, more intelligent and skillful, more mature, and that now you are prepared to launch into the world of career and nation building. No one except you can stop you from achieving what you have in mind. There is another interesting thing I came across recently. It was one of the most beautiful letters that I ever read, and it was written by one of the students graduating from Assam Don Bosco University to the people who are at the helm of affairs. It is not a one-page letter, but of several pages, 11 pages to be exact. It was not typed, but handwritten. The letter described in detail the progressive spiritual and intellectual journey that she went through, starting from the day of her stepping into this university. During the course of her stay here, the writer experienced the tremendous positive transformation and empowerment due to the unique and effective style of education and accompaniment here. Among the many things that the writer wrote, one short paragraph reads, "I realize that I have become better and better with every passing day, and I am so eager to see what lies ahead, what plans God has for me." This letter was just to appreciate you, but it turned out into recapitulation of my life. I am just happy. I am proud of the person I have become, and I would not hesitate to share my happiness. I sincerely hope that this becomes everyone's story while at this university, and that you truly become proud of what you have become. My dear students, while the management and the faculty appreciate such meaningful and highly motivating letters, we would like to tell you that in every one of you, we greatly hope to see the bright and luminous ambassadors for the future that is more humane and spiritual, that which nurtures integrity and truthfulness, a future that is highly competent and with no lack of hardworking citizens, a tomorrow with proliferation of minds and hearts for an inclusive approach to life. In the years to come, in the building of your career and your personal life, the going may be tough, but remaining humane, retaining personal integrity and truthfulness, competence, and an inclusive human attitude are all in your hands, and they should be your treasure far above other mundane considerations. This amounts to formation not only of the intelligence, but mainly of the heart, as St. John Bosco, our father and founder, always maintained. The Assam Don Bosco University is your institution, and we lose our meaning and significance if you are not here to be formed and prepared for the challenging world. Still more, our objective will not be achieved if all our past and present pupils do not become instruments of change in society and fail to act against whatever disturbs the world order. Napoleon Bonaparte rightly said that the world suffers a lot, not because of the cruelty of the bad, but because of the silence of the good. Recently, our motherland India celebrated the Gandhi Jayanti, the birthday of the father of our nation. Among many admirable qualities of Gandhi, his discovery about the seven truths is just powerful and enlightening. He said that these seven things will destroy us if not taken note of. They are wealth without work, knowledge without character, politics without principle, pleasure without conscience, commerce or business without morality or ethics, science without humanity, and religion without sacrifice. These should be your principles, our principles too. I congratulate the university team, especially Dr. Stephen Mavelli, under whose leadership we have achieved excellence, recognition, and award for promoting quality and uninterrupted learning even during the COVID times. Indeed, COVID has disturbed our normal life greatly. We lost time, we lost lives, we lost business, we lost physical encounter to talk, to play, to be together, to share, and to move around. But our indomitable spirit and resilience made us rise above this virus, and we devised ways and means to bounce back stronger and better. To conclude, I congratulate our dear students for your investment of time and resource to build yourselves up and reach this milestone in life. May you continue to do well in life and achieve all the dreams and aspirations you have. You are young, and this is the moment to work hard and be someone in life. Thank you. May God bless you and our university.
May I now request the Honorable Governor of Assam and the visitor to our university, Professor Jagdish Mukhi, to deliver the presidential address.
Namaskar, respected Chancellor of the University, Vice Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Registrar, Directors of various schools, Heads of the departments and centers, distinguished members of the Board of Management, Academic Council, and other statutory bodies of the university, faculty members, and most importantly, all graduating students and their parents. A very good evening to everyone. I am delighted and greatly honored to be part of this convocation where all the bright minds present will be receiving their degrees. Today, we are holding this graduation ceremony much like the rest of the world in a virtual mode. Dear students, I understand the aloofness you must be going through for being away from your university and attending your convocation ceremony through virtual mode. Convocation of a university is the most important event of an academic calendar. It gives me immense pleasure to be part of the 10th Convocation of Assam Don Bosco University. I extend my heartiest congratulations to all our graduates and their families. This convocation marks the outcome of years of commitment, hard work, and perseverance for all of you. You are graduates now and ready to prove yourselves in larger platforms to work towards the upliftment of the society and the nation. From now onwards, you all have a greater responsibility, and I wish all of you all the best for the new phase of your life. This evening, as I look at you who are emerging from the ravages of the pandemic, this is the message that I want to share with you. Look for what unites us as a country, as a nation, as a great civilization that has stood the test of time. Today, the whole world acknowledges our country to be on the crossover of a great awakening. In the world of digital technology and artificial intelligence, it is Indian brains that is leading the world. It does not matter whether they are located in our country or serving elsewhere. Our brains rule the world of digital technology. When hunger is widespread, really in large parts of the world today, our country can proudly claim itself to be self-sufficient. Thanks to the Green Revolution, White Revolution, Silver Revolution, Blue Revolution that have brought self-sufficiency in our living. When the powerful names across the world are trying to divide the world into their own spheres of influence, we stand proudly as a nation. Our time-tested policy of non-alignment and our adherence to social and secular values make us stand apart among the community of nations. Our country today has achieved impressive records in startups and entrepreneurial ventures in the whole world. We are now moving from being at the receiving end of the foreign support to rendering our expertise to the entire world. As a result, our exports are looking up in quality and quantity as well. To navigate successfully in this new emerging world order, let me propose to you a few essential tools and qualities. Self-knowledge and discipline, attentiveness to your own experience and to that of others, respect for intellect and reason as tools for discovering truth, skill to rationalize the right course of action, a conviction that talents and knowledge are gifts to be used for oneself and to help others, flexibility and pragmatism in problem solving, large-hearted ambition, and a desire to find good work in yourself and all other things. These might appear to be spiritual vision to you, but these are the keys if you want to live meaningful lives as leaders in the industry, in the government, in business, and in various professions. You have to be very focused. As the visitor to your university, I feel privileged to address you on this great day. I am sure you consider yourself fortunate to have lived in magnificent campus of the university. I once again congratulate the recipients of the degrees and medals and wish you a great future ahead, a future that is full of dedicated service to the community and the nation. God bless you on this day. Go forth now, forge unique paths for yourselves and create ripples wherever you go. Thank you. Jai Hind.
I now request the Pro Vice Chancellor to give a message to the graduates of 2021 and present the candidates for conferment of doctoral degree.
Dear graduates of 2021 for the doctoral degree, congratulations for having earned your doctoral degree. You have succeeded in adding to the body of knowledge in your respective domains through your research, analysis, and synthesis. You have learned the techniques for acquiring knowledge from information. You are now equipped to use your skills in research and analysis so that you can give light to remove the darkness of doubt and confusion. You succeeded because you had an inner urge to acquire knowledge. My wish for you is this, that you may have a greater eagerness to explore life itself, search and find meaning in the bits and pieces of life. May you discover the ultimate truth about life, its origin and its goal. May you discover who God is, who you are, and what your destiny is. May you experience life in its fullness. Vice Chancellor, Sir, I present to you from the Department of Biotechnology, Chandrakanta Bhattacharjee and Tapu Ghosh. From the Department of Comparative Religion, K.J. Anthony. From the Department of Education, Agnes Humso, A. Nirmala, Davis K.V., Mindu Bhattacharya, and Rosemary Koch. From the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Kumaresh Sharma, Vidya D.S., and Bornali Bora Patwari. From the Department of Management, Aparup Sharma, Bijit Debarma, Francis Sebastian, and Joseph Matthew. From the Department of Northeast India Studies, Ashit Kumar Paul, E. Manoj, Kundal Sharma, Maria Kalita, Mitra Das, Moni Mugdha Bhuyan, and Paul Puni. From the Department of Psychology and Counseling, Thomas M.J. And from the Department of Social Work, Jesse M.J., Joby Mani, Johnson K.P., and Polly Varghese. They have been examined and found qualified for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, to which I pray they may now be admitted.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of Assam Don Bosco University, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, and I charge you that ever in your life and conversation you show yourselves worthy of the same.
I request Professor Manoranjan Kalida, Director, School of Technology, to give a short message to the graduating students and to present the candidates for conferment of bachelor's and master's degrees from the School of Technology.
My dear graduates of 2021, at the very outset, I do express my hearty congratulations to you all. Convocation is a function to formally recognize you as a graduate in which the university certifies your intellectual competence and professional prowess to step into the real world. I must emphasize here for you to keep in mind that from now onwards, you are qualified to compete and contest for the positions in your professional field as well as for many other positions of repute in the country and in the global entities. I am extremely happy that you have reached this stage even though there is adversity posed by the COVID pandemic. At the same time, I am sad because this once-in-a-lifetime event could not be organized in the campus in your physical presence to see you enjoying this special day. Our university has taken this prudent step so that in no way you get stuck to begin your next journey at the earliest. Dear graduates, there is nothing so easy, but it becomes difficult when you do it reluctantly. Do not sit idle, keep yourself engaged in some useful activity. Also try to converge on a higher order achievable goal for life and continue looking for opportune moments to achieve that. Please remember that attitude matters a lot. Best of luck for a happy life and bright future. Say, all is well with you, and God shall hear your words and make them true. Vice Chancellor, sir, I present to you the candidates from the School of Technology, from the Departments of Computer Science and Engineering, Electronics and Communication Engineering, Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Civil Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, and Computer Applications, who have been examined and found qualified for the bachelor's and master's degree, to which I pray that they may now be admitted.
of the powers vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of Assam Don Bosco University, I admit you to the bachelor's and master's degrees you have qualified for, and I charge you that ever in your life and conversation you show yourselves worthy of the same.
I request Dr. Riju Sharma, Director, School of Humanities and Social Sciences, to give a short message to the graduating students and present the candidates for conferment of bachelor's and master's degrees from the School of Humanities and Social Sciences.
Congratulations to the graduating class of 2021. Graduation ceremonies mark transitional moments in life. It is not only celebrating a moment in time, but it is celebrating the culmination of years of learning, hard work, experiences, challenges, and accomplishments. Your degree certificate is not only a reflection of your achievements and attainments, but it is also the reflection of responsibility and call to action for service to mankind as you stand on the threshold of donning the new role in your career path, and more so in this difficult situation which has come to define nations and their order. In the last 2 years, we have been pushed to an extraordinary situation with varied interpretations, perspectives, and understandings. The situation has once again established that in spite of all the technological and scientific advancements of human life, human existence is inherently fragile. And it is in these times that requires a deeper insight of the economic insecurity of livelihood and employment opportunities, social isolation, inequalities, distrust, and marginalization, and to contribute towards creating a sense of security and well-being and not being deterred by the adversaries. It is easy to become part of the majority, to become part of the system that reinforces prejudices or systemic biases. But it is in these delicate moments that you will have to stand firm and do not let the integrity, ethics, and values imbibed in our institutions fade out from your life. We believe that you will make the most of every possibility that comes your way and emerge stronger and resilient. Class of 2021, you are our pride, and as you are getting yourselves prepared to take off, our best wishes and prayers will always be with you. Thank you and congratulations once again. Vice Chancellor, Sir, I present to you the candidates from the School of Humanities and Social Sciences, from the Departments of Social Work, Mass Communication, English, Psychology and Counseling, Education and Philosophy, who have been examined and found qualified for the bachelor's and master's degree, to which I pray that they may now be admitted.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of Assam Don Bosco University, I admit you to the bachelor's and master's degrees you have qualified for, and I charge you that ever in your life and conversation you show yourselves worthy of the same.
I request Dr. Prashanto Chowdhury, Director, School of Life Sciences, to give a short message to the graduating students and present the candidates for conferment of master's degrees from the School of Life Sciences.
I take this opportunity to congratulate the class of 2021. Congratulations on graduating. May you achieve more goals in your life and inspire others around you. Be sincere with your works. Spread happiness wherever you go and live your life to the fullest. Respected Vice Chancellor, Sir, I present to you the candidates from the School of Life Sciences, from the Department of Biochemistry, Botany, Biotechnology, Microbiology, and Zoology, who have been examined and found qualified for the master's degree, to which I pray that they may now be admitted.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of Assam Don Bosco University, I admit you to the master's degrees you have qualified for, and I charge you that ever in your life and conversation you show yourselves worthy of the same.
I request Dr. Manmayuri Barua, Director, School of Fundamental and Applied Sciences, to give a short message to the graduating students and present the candidates for conferment of bachelor's and master's degrees from the School of Fundamental and Applied Sciences.
Congratulations to the class of 2021 for completing your graduation with flying colors. During this testing time of our lives, it makes us happy to see that you remain positive and utilize the facility of online very well. Many of you have attended and participated in workshops, internship, seminars, conferences in the online mode, which has been reflected in the proficiency certificates. It does not feel like too long ago when you were merely first-year students, excited to start this new chapter of your lives. And yet, you have already reached its end. Even though your journey with us has come to an end as regular students, but you will always be part of our Don Bosco family as alumni of our university. During this journey, you have experienced all kinds of highs and lows, and I hope we have been successfully able to guide you through it and pass on to you the knowledge and wisdom required to face the real world, to become good human beings and live a rewarding and fulfilling life. Now, as you will embark on to a beginning of another chapter of your life, believe yourself and be best whatever you do, and success will be on your way. I wish you all success and, more importantly, happiness as this chapter in your life comes to an end and a new one begins. Vice Chancellor Sir, I present to you the candidates from the School of Fundamental and Applied Sciences, from the Departments of Physics, Chemistry and Mathematics, who have been examined and found qualified for the bachelor's and master's degree, to which I pray that they may now be admitted.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of Assam Don Bosco University, I admit you to the bachelor's and master's degrees you have qualified for, and I charge you that ever in your life and conversation you show yourselves worthy of the same.
I request Juhi Barua, Director, Human Resources, to give a short message to the graduating students and present the candidates for conferment of bachelor's and master's degrees from the School of Commerce and Management.
It is with a sense of great pleasure and pride that I congratulate our outgoing batch of graduates. Vice Chancellor Sir, I present to you the candidates from the School of Commerce and Management, from the Departments of Management and Commerce, who have been examined and found qualified for the bachelor's and master's degree, to which I pray that they may now be admitted.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as a Vice Chancellor of Assam Don Bosco University, I admit you to the bachelor's and master's degrees you have qualified for, and I charge you that ever in your life and conversation you show yourselves worthy of the same.
I request Dr. Raunak Singh Aluwalia, Executive Director, Center for Online and Distance Education, to give a short message to the graduating students and present the candidates for conferment of bachelor's and master's degrees from DBU Global.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce the graduating batch of 2021 on behalf of all of us here at DBU Global. Over the past decade, DBU Global has been working towards making university education accessible to all, especially individuals who demand more from themselves and their lives. Individuals who have found the will to seek out and spend time acquiring the knowledge that should help them get there. It takes strength of character to put in the effort required to further your education, all the while juggling a job, family, your responsibilities towards the community. Amongst those who graduate today, I know some of you would have burnt the midnight oil, and some of you would have woken up at the crack of dawn so that you could log in and study before the rest of the household awoke, before duty towards family and work took over, all so that you could create the growth we all so desire in life, yet few really work towards creating. I would like to leave you with a quote from one of my favorite writers, Henry David Thoreau. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you've imagined. If you've built castles in the air, your work need not be lost. That is where they should be. Now put the foundations under them. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. My congratulations and best wishes to the graduating students of DBU Global and Assam Don Bosco University. Vice Chancellor, sir, I present to you the candidates from the Center for Online and Distance Education who have been examined and found qualified for the bachelor's and master's degree, to which I pray that they may now be admitted.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of Assam Don Bosco University, I admit you to the bachelor's and master's degrees you have qualified for, and I charge you that ever in your life and conversation you show yourselves worthy of the same.
Lisa Chankakoti, a graduate of 2021, shall now take the pledge on behalf of the class of 2021.
I, Lisa Chankakoti, a graduate of Assam Don Bosco University, Guwahati, hereby pledge on behalf of all graduating students of 2021 that I shall always endeavor to be a morally upright, socially committed, professionally competent, and spiritually inspired person. I shall always uphold the honor and dignity of my university and shall discharge my duties with honesty and integrity in the service of my country and its people.
May I request Professor J.N. Vishwakarma, Director of Research, to present the outstanding students of the class of 2021 for the award of the Chancellor's and Vice Chancellor's Gold Medals.
The Chancellor's Gold Medal is awarded for the most significant positive contribution to campus life by a student from among the recipients of a postgraduate degree. I have the privilege of announcing that Jeremiah Jacob from the Department of Social Work, from among the postgraduate students of 2021, has been selected for the award of Chancellor's Gold Medal 2021.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of Assam Don Bosco University, I award you the Gold Medal of the University, and I charge you that ever in your life and conversation you show yourselves worthy of the same.
The Vice Chancellor's Gold Medal is awarded for the most significant positive contribution to campus life by a student from among the recipients of a graduate degree. I have the privilege of announcing that Nikita Das from the Department of Computer Applications, from among the graduate students of 2021, has been selected for the award of the Vice Chancellor's Gold Medal 2021.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of Assam Don Bosco University, I award you the Gold Medal of the University, and I charge you that ever in your life and conversation you show yourselves worthy of the same.
May I request Professor Shakuntala Laskar, Head of the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, to present the toppers from the bachelor's degree programs who have qualified for the award of gold medals for the year 2021.
Vice Chancellor Sir, I present to you the toppers from various graduate degree programs who have been found qualified for receiving the gold medal of the university, which I pray may now be awarded to them.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of Assam Don Bosco University, I award you the gold medal of the university. And I charge you that ever in your life and conversation you show yourselves worthy of the same.
BA Education, Paul Do Tu Pan, with CGPA 8.0. BA English, Rajashree Sinha, with CGPA 8.68. BA Mass Communication, Sabrina Zinat Hannan, with CGPA 8.67. BA Philosophy, Roshan Khalko, with CGPA 9.21. BA Psychology, Debadrita Sarma, with CGPA 8.42. BCA Nilotpal Budaguhai, with CGPA 8.6. BCom Nabarun Gogoi, with CGPA 8.85. BSc Mathematics Loyal Chakma, with CGPA 8.06. BSc Physics Esther Valramchani, with CGPA 8.8. BTech CSC Siddhartha Roy Chaudhary, with CGPA 8.77. BTech Civil Keviseno Sophie, with CGPA 9.5. BTech ECE Chekrik Chirian B. Marak, with CGPA 9.17. BTech AAA Eugenia Manija Lengsty, with CGPA 8.83. BTech Mechanical Rajdeep Deka, with CGPA 8.97.
May I request Dr. Chandida Barua, Head of the Department of Psychology, to present the toppers from the master's degree programs who have qualified for the award of gold medals for the year 2021.
Vice Chancellor Sir, I present to you the toppers from various postgraduate degree programs who have been found qualified for receiving the gold medal of the university, which I pray may now be awarded to them.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of Assam Don Bosco University, I award you the gold medal of the university. And I charge you that ever in your life and conversation you show yourselves worthy of the same.
Monush R. Maraf from MA English with CGPA 8.83. Biraj Sinha from MA Education with CGPA 8.62. Tame Iyaki Kharpuri from MBA with CGPA 9.41. Yuvora Moses Paul from MCA with CGPA 9.41. Baridondar Umiyap from MCOM with CGPA 9.01. Sibench Paul from MSc Biotechnology with CGPA 8.48. Tuwon Railiu Kame from MSc Botany
with CGPA 8.89. Kundrakpam Supriya Devi from MSc Chemistry with CGPA 8.72. Marshall Star Conquer from MSc Mathematics with CGPA 9. Sankidaka Lapasam from MSc Microbiology with CGPA 8.09. Batisha R. Marag from MSc Physics with CGPA 8.83. And Rihanna Francisca Kriam from MSc Psychology with CGPA 8.48. Lisa Chankakoti from MSc Zoology with CGPA 9.51. Reshma Shreya Kancharla from MSW with CGPA 9.
We present now Shubham Kumar, MSc Physics of the graduating class of 2021, representing all the graduates to deliver his valedictory speech.
After studying science for nearly half of my life, I can confidently say that life is like a quadratic equation. It has both positive, negative, real, and imaginary solutions. Although the term imaginary may sound far-fetched, but trust me when I say that for us mathematicians, it is still a solution and is probably more beautiful than the real ones. To quote one of the greatest minds that have ever lived, Albert Einstein, imagination is far more powerful than knowledge. Unquote. Although we can gain knowledge from visiting any public library or nowadays internet, which contains vast amount of information and facts in them in form of books, manuscripts, but I believe imagination comes only when we are in company of certain people, in certain place, in certain setting. And I'm proud to say that Assam Don Bosco University is one of the places where imagination is given more importance rather than accumulating knowledge and memorizing facts. Good evening to all the parents, faculty members, academic staff, and of course my beloved friends and batchmates who are graduating in this year of 2021. I am extremely pleased and delighted to have chosen as this year valedictorian, and I would like to welcome all of you to this year's convocation ceremony. I just wanted to say one thing before I start. We did it. I mean, all those lab hours, field trips, seminars, conferences, online and offline lectures, tests, and so on, all in the midst of a worldwide pandemic that threatened our very existence. We have seen the drastic change in the medium of education since last year, and we have adapted, we have improvised, and we overcame the hurdles. Coming from a completely different part of the country, words cannot express how grateful I am for the experiences I have had during the last 2 years of my academic life. I had never been to the northeast part of our nation prior to my visit here for the personal interview for the MSc Physics program. The scenery, the beauty was none like any other part of India I have ever been. I still remember the day I stepped inside the university campus. As I walked past the security office at the main gate, it was that moment I made up my mind. Yes, I am going to study here. This is because I have never seen any more beautiful campus than this one. I consider myself extremely fortunate to get selected and to be able to attend my classes on a campus that resembles nothing less than the Garden of Eden itself. The sound of birds singing, the morning dew on the leaves, the early morning, mild sunlight, the view from my hostel, all of these things made me feel like I am on a permanent vacation rather than studying a difficult and rigorous subject of physics. Whenever I feel little down and low, I just have to look outside my hostel window and suddenly I will be filled with excitement and joy. After coming here, I have learned about people from different parts of the country and learned about their cultures, their way of life, their customs, their beliefs, which I was previously unaware or ignorant of on my part. The campus is so diverse both in terms of flora as well as fauna that an outsider, if left here alone, would wonder whether this is a botanical garden or a national park. We have grown with the campus as we have done our degree. Whenever we move from here, this magnificent and wonderful place will be a permanent part in our life. This place is distinguished by harmonious cohabitation of man-made infrastructure and Mother Nature itself. One thing we can all agree on and understand is that it is not just the infrastructure and buildings that makes a place great, but also the people with whom we interact on the daily basis. First and foremost being our teachers, who have shaped us into what we really are today. On behalf of everyone graduating today, I'd like to take a moment and thank all the faculty members who have given us their precious time and taught us not just the curriculum, but also a thing or two about life, and had to tolerate our annoying questions every day. It is not surprising that in our country, teachers are given a status next to God, rightfully so. We are also thankful to all the non-academic staffs, receptionists, hostel wardens, sisters, janitors, gardeners, cook, security guards who constantly work round the clock to make sure we are comfortable and the campus runs smoothly. Again, we thank all of you from the bottom of our heart. Now, I would like to thank all the parents, guardians, brothers, sisters, uncle, aunt of my fellow graduates who have sacrificed a lot and were with us on each and every step that we took in this life. We will never forget your contributions. You made us believe in ourselves, stood with us in happy as well as sad moments. Personally, I would like to thank all my wonderful friends that I have made here who have given me lifetime worth of memories that I will cherish forever. My friends from the social work who taught me the importance and nobility of their work, my friends from all different streams and subjects who provided me with insights of their respective field and made me a better person as well as scholar. Now, my dear friends, let's pause for a moment to reflect on what we have accomplished here today, which is more than just a piece of paper with our names written on it, but it's a lifetime of memories, friendship, and a correct way to live life. Yes, it's the Bosconian way of life. Remember that the main aim of education is not to get a lavishing, high-paid career, but rather to give back to our community and make our world a better place. It's not a surprise that our world has so many issues. It is not an ideal world. But what is an ideal world? But as graduates of today, as part of this generation, each and every one of us must accept these challenges such as poverty, illiteracy, lack of employment, and work together to make our world and our country a better place, little steps at a time. I hope we will be in touch for the rest of our lives and forever we will be united under the name of our alma mater. Thank you and may God bless you all.
This solemn assembly of the university, gathered around our fresh graduates, shall now bid a fitting farewell to them, praying that God's blessings will accompany them in their life and undertakings. May I request you all to join the choir singing, God will take care of you.
Be not dismayed, whatever betide, God will take care of you. Beneath His wings of love abide, God will take care of you. God will take care of you through every day or all the way. He will take care of you. God will take care of you. Through days of toil when hearts are frail, God will take care of you. When dangers fierce your path assail, God will take care of you. God will take care of you through every day or all the way. He will take care of you. God will take care of you. All you may need, He will provide. God will will take care of you. Nothing you ask will be denied. God will take care of you. God will take care of you through every day or all the way. He will take care of you. God will take care of you.
May I now request the Chancellor to formally declare the 10th Convocation closed.
Ladies and gentlemen, I declare the 10th Convocation of Assam Don Bosco University closed.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the 10th Convocation of Assam Don Bosco University. Now the national anthem will be sung. You are requested to rise and join in for the singing of the national anthem.